Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of September 19th. I'm Catherine Aleko, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give into our obsessing. And today we're obsessing about where to draw the line when it comes to kids' appearance, let's say, choices they make. Terry, you heard a couple of different chats about this.
We will once again be stealing topics from the Bobby Bones show, and they have people write in emails about problems they're having and ask for the show members to respond. One of them was a mother whose 12-year-old wanted to wear a thong, and the mother was appalled and thought it was too sexual for a 12-year-old. And then another one was, it was either a 12 or a 13-year-old boy. His mother said, I have always picked out his hairstyle, and it's never been a problem, but now he wants a buzz cut with a mohawk, and I want to say no. Is that okay? So I thought those might be interesting things for us to discuss as well. I have never, thankfully, had to deal with either of these. My kids pretty much did what we told them or didn't go too far astray with anything. With the thong, I think I would be less thinking of it as a sexual thing than thinking of it as, that can't possibly be comfortable. Really? Mm-hmm. You want to wear that? Maybe you let them wear that once and they go, okay, never mind.
Yeah, forget it.
Mm-hmm. I had no idea. And with the hair, my son's hair has always been my husband's responsibility. And so the guys are responsible for the guy hair. So he would take him to the barber, get the same nice haircut. For a while, it was kind of a buzz cut. Now it's just more of a standard side part, swept across the top sort of thing. I always felt, especially as my son got older, that he would look awesome with a mustache. Blue eyes, cute face, mustache. It would just be, oh my goodness, swoony. But my husband was like, nope. He's not a facial hair guy. He doesn't have facial hair himself. He kind of doesn't approve of facial hair in general. And, I had to cede to the fact that my husband's in charge of the boy hair and face. So he just kept shaving him. But then COVID came, and for some reason, my son didn't get shaved for a while, and pretty soon he had a mustache and a goatee. And I have lobbied hard for him to keep those. My husband shaves that goatee as small as possible every time, and trims that mustache to within an inch of his life, but he's still got facial hair, and dang, it is cute. So for a mohawk, for a kid that young, he said the mother who wrote in about it said that he says his friends had it. If his friends have it, so it's like he's not going to be the only one with it, I would say, yeah, you go get that stupid haircut, honey. And after a few days, you're going to say, this looks ridiculous. And then you're going to have a lengthy amount of time to grow it out. Hair will grow back.
Yeah.
It's just hair.
Let it, as long as their school doesn't have a dress code or something.
Yes.
Of course, it's just hair. I mean, if they want to cut it a weird way, if they want to color it, whatever. I mean, I just don't think that's something that's worth fighting about, for sure.
Once they get to an age where people won't assume it was your idea.
Yeah.
I mean, if your first grader is doing this, that was mom's idea.
Right.
Mom thought that was funny.
Right.
But by the time they're getting into middle school age, it's pretty obvious that they thought that would be fun. So then go to it. Go for it,
Yeah.
If you like. The thong, I would think, would solve itself, but I don't know. I might have trouble with that.
As I mentioned in our chat, my kid has had to wear one for skating, with their skating costumes and dresses sometimes. Literally the coach went to the store and bought 24 thongs.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What did the storekeeper think? You
so
gotta
that
ask.
they could all have a thong. So,
well, how did she feel about wearing it?
Oh,
I want to wear this all the time.
I mean, she didn't really care. And I mean, sometimes they just don't wear underwear at all, which actually I think would be more comfortable than a thong. You know, they just have tights. But, and what are tights? They're just like long underwear.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So yeah, I mean, I think that it is a comfort thing. And, you know, I guess, I don't know what the age is where you're like, that's weird for a young person to do that, but also like it's their body. Like if they don't find it uncomfortable, if they somehow find it more comfortable, then I guess. But I just think it's funny that, you know, people are worried about panty lines when every bra strap is like a fashion statement.
And it's like a lot of times I see people like they wear thongs that show on the top.
Yeah, like
you can see that they're wearing them, so it's like no panty lines, but I want to make sure you see what I'm wearing.
Right.
I want to make sure you see my underwear.
Yeah.
No panty lines though under my clothes.
No, exactly.
It's I remember I probably have talked about this before, but there was a speech therapist in elementary school, and one day I was there for some program and she was wearing jeans and she leaned forward and you could see the thong across the top of her pants, and I'm like, that is not appropriate. I mean, you're in elementary school, you could maybe get away with it, nobody doesn't know what that is, but the parents know. At least wear a longer top, okay? This is what I ask. You work with children,
right?
But you know, I am a crotchety old lady and probably should not be heated in any such discussions.
It's not something I could ever get behind.
Wearing one yourself or anyone else.
Oh gosh.
I grew up with a parent that, you know, Catholic nunnery all the way, not nunnery, but boarding school nunnery thing. Yeah. So very modest, very, very modest, undergarment choices. My daughter, she has her preferences. I don't generally influence them, or I didn't when she was growing up. In terms of that, although she did get a pair of eyeglasses when she was in middle school, and I was like, these are not. They don't look good. They're like, they were in fashion for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But she decided that's what she wanted to wear. And, you know, like at that time, eyeglasses were only covered for us at least every 2 years. It was like, oh my gosh, I don't want you to be stuck with these. I mean, I would have paid like anyway, but, so she was so insistent and she wanted to be with the trends, and, you know, her friends all had these glasses and they just, they did not suit her at all. Anyway, so like typically I'd be like, no, that's not going to happen. But I was like, oh my God, I need to let her do this. Right.
Yeah. Right.
So she did it, and she wore those glasses for a year, and, now she looks back on those pictures and she's like, why? Why did you let me do that?
Right. Then you get blamed for allowing it to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what were you thinking?
Right. You're like, I'll tell you what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I thought it was a dumb idea.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, I have to give you some autonomy because that's what parents do.
Right.
Oh, boy.
When I was in high school, there was a trend to wear boxer shorts as shorts, like to go to the drugstore and buy a pack of the like tissue thin boxer shorts and use them as shorts. And my parents were like, no way, you know, you can't wear those. So of course I would like bought a pack and wore them when I wasn't around my parents.
Yes.
Boxer shorts.
That's
crazy.
As shorts. Yes. Because, you know, they have cute little patterns. And
Did you wear underwear underneath them?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You were, you know, we were wearing them as if they were shorts. The problem is that they were like see-through. They were not meant to be worn as outer garment, not undergarment. So, but I'm pretty sure I got caught.
So,
But as we talked about the other day, I don't have the greatest memory. I remember, sneaking them, but I honestly can't quite remember getting busted for it.
Right.
So,
wow. Yeah. I mean, even now, though, I look at my daughter, I'm like, what? But, she's older. I gotta...
My mom always totally did that to me. She really had opinions. I'm much more, if you're comfortable and if that's what you like and if it's not going to put you in danger or injure you in any way, go for it. I mean, I'm a person who cuts her own hair with a scissors at home, so I really have nothing to speak of for anything anybody wants to do with their hair.
Right.
So...
Wow.
But yeah, glasses is another good one because it is something you have to live with.
Right.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on tattoos. That's a whole
I was thinking
other.
tattoos and piercings also.
Yep.
Which, thank goodness, neither of my kids had any interest in, even in the years. But
that's when I become a stickler.
That would have been a problem. My husband would not have gone for either of those at all. I might have said, well, it's your skin, but... As long as you don't need me to actually ever look at you again. I'll just keep my head down. It'll be fine. Just wear a long shirt over that, will you, please, when you're home.
Wow.
I would get used to it.
Yeah.
But, definitely not at 12 and 13.
Not approve. Oh, God.
Unless it was a picture of them that got tattooed.
Yes, then they'd be into it. My daughter has a plan. She has a tattoo idea, but she's not going to do it until she's done skating competitively.
Because that would count against. Because she's got to look like everybody else, right?
Yeah, you have to cover it. Like you have to wear makeup or a Band-Aid or something. If you have a tattoo. So, I mean, depending on where it is, obviously.
Or synchronized skating, we should say.
Yeah, but even for
regular, they make you cut stuff.
Even for singles, I would guess most coaches would tell you that you need to cover it.
What if you had a cool tattoo though that, when you spun around, it turned different colors and things?
Ooh, nice. And my daughter also has a couple. She got her nose pierced when she was 18, and actually I thought I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it looked cute. But
how long did it last?
Well, it sort of didn't take the first time. She had lots of problems with it, and she had to keep taking it out. But then she went and redid it, and now she's still doing it. But she has to take that out when she skates, obviously. And then she went, when she was living with my sister this summer, she texted me a picture of herself and my sister having both gotten more holes in their ears. So, yes, there was a little bonding moment.
I can't complain about the ear thing. I have 3 I've got 3 piercings on each ear, but I haven't worn them like that and
put an earring in it. Yeah.
I once had
17.
It's long overgrown.
Anyway.
Yeah, basically during COVID, I just had the one in each ear. But, during COVID, I stopped wearing earrings almost ever. So now whenever I do, it doesn't feel good. So,
I just have a pair that I just wear all the time and never change. So what's the point of it? I'm not sure. They're there. They're just a part of me by now. I just wonder with the nose and the my nephew had a tongue ring for a while. It's how do you eat and blow your nose with those things? Doesn't it nose ring get in the way of sneezing?
She has a little stud. She doesn't have the actual ring.
But still, there's something inside her nose to hold the stud in.
Yeah.
Does she have to, clean it off every so often?
I don't ask.
I'm a person with allergies. My nose gets a lot of activity. I would wonder. To take it off every time I sneezed, it would never, the hole would grow back before I was done. Oh, well.
Yes.
Kids, what are you going to do?
Yep.
Right?
They got to be themselves.
Do as I say, not as I do. Don't ask me what I did as a kid.
Right.
Yeah. Never wore a
Well, that's it for
Granny Panties girl all along.
Granny Panty.
Yep. That's me.
Yep. That's the Granny Panty Club.
Like a lot of coverage.
Oh, dear. Well, that's it for today's Round 4. Tune in tomorrow when we'll share our roundabout roundup of things that we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.